So, good evening, everybody. Absolute schoolboy error. I decided to mop my floors. I swept to mop my floors. So if the lighting's pretty bad, it's because I can't turn my lights on because the floors are soaking wet and the switch is over there. So apologies about the poor lighting, but at least the sound sounds all right, and I look fresh anyway, so it don't really matter, does it? But big up everybody who is in the chat this evening. Apologies if you are going to be waiting for a member stream tonight. I ain't going to have time to do that. I've got way too much stuff to be doing. I need to set up my camera, I need to set up my monitor. I've got loads of stuff to do, so I genuinely can't commit to doing that. I need to get it done. That camera's been sat in the box for 2 weeks. I need to get it done. So tomorrow, I will be able to give you over an hour on a level 2 member stream. So yeah, apologies if you were waiting for that tonight, but so I do need to get this camera sorted out. Like I said, it's been sat there for 2 weeks, collecting dust. But we are going to speak about Matteo Guendouzi. Before I do that, thumbs up. Also, make sure you are subscribed and make sure that you have followed me on Instagram. If you haven't already, then why? What are you waiting for? Nearly 50,000 on here. Not even 13K on Instagram. Come on, man. You lot are slow. Even Facebook's overtaken, or it's that close to overtaking Instagram. I ain't even had Facebook a year yet. Don't even know how to use Facebook. And one more plug before we go. If you want to be in with a chance to win a signed and framed Thierry Henry shirt, download Flick. The link is in the description. It is free. And scroll down to the chat that says Thierry Henry shirt giveaway. And bottom right, you'll see a little character in the corner. Click on it and it'll bring up a load of emotes. Put 2 emotes in the chat and you're qualified. The winner is announced straight after the Man City game against Arsenal on the 17th of this month. So good luck with that. And the last one we did was a Bergkamp one, Bergkamp sign shirt. I'm going to try and do one of these every single month as well if I can. So yeah, man, as long as we keep gaining views and gaining subs, we can keep doing giveaways. So make sure you download that app and check it out. But we are going to speak about Matteo Guendouzi. He is now on loan at Hertha Berlin after what seems like a fall from grace, really. He was the cult hero when we beat Spurs, hanging out of the car window, screaming, "Yes, Arsenal, come on, you Gunners," all of that one. And everyone was getting all giddy, getting their knickers in a twist and saying, "Oh, he's the future captain. What a player." And he's crash bang walloped his way to Hertha Berlin after falling out of favour with Arteta. It seems a bit of a weird one, this. Like, I understand why Arteta dropped him. I think the way that he was going on the pitch against Brighton was bang out of line. I don't think he should have been. I don't think he should have been running around telling everyone he's on 40 grand a week. I think that's a bit steep, if I'm honest, and saying, "Oh, we're rubbish, but we're on 40 grand a week." But he has said this today. If I can find it, I can find it. The most important thing for me is I'm still young and I'm only 21, so playing time was priority. So Hertha Berlin, I know I'll be able to express myself in a magnificent league. He then goes on to say they are a good club with big ambition, so I have left to go on loan there for a year, and I'll be giving them everything I can this season. I needed playing time. I need to play football. I needed to enjoy myself on the pitch, and that is what I'm going for this year. I'm not ruling out Arsenal. Listen, he is still an Arsenal player, and I rate him. I do. I think there's a good player in there somewhere. And the way that this has been handled, listen, at the end of the day, Mikel Arteta can pick and choose who he wants in and out the squad. That's entirely up to him. Yeah, I'm not getting paid 6 million quid to pick the team every week. And I won't be the one that gets sacked or idolised, depending on the results. So he can do whatever he wants. But the one thing I will say here is that on one hand, this geezer's got unbelievable quality. I think he's class at times. Like I watched the whole season, his first season under Emery. I was home and away, watching the games live, seeing what he was doing, getting hold of the ball, driving forward. I also seen him absolutely shirk any defensive responsibility in games and stroll around the pitch like everyone owes him something at times. But the one thing I do like about Guendouzi, and it's the one thing I liked about Ramsey as well. I didn't particularly rate Ramsey that highly, but the one thing I did rate about Aaron Ramsey is the fact that every time he was having a bad game, or the team were having a bad game, he was the one who wanted the ball. Guendouzi does the same. Doesn't matter how crap he is, no matter how many times he falls over and he's lightweight, and he might be having the worst game ever, he will always want the ball. And I like that in a footballer. You're not shirking your job. You're trying to get on the ball, trying to make things happen. And 9 times out of 10, Guendouzi does try and go forward. And I do like that. Listen, he ain't the greatest footballer I've ever seen at this club. Far from it. Yeah, I think he's very immature. But again, he's only a kid. He's come into Arsenal from League 2 in France. And he's been elevated onto a world stage and getting paid 40 grand a week in the process. That's enough to mess any young lad up, you know. They all think they're Bertie Big Bollocks. Oh, I'm on 40 grand a week. Look at me. I'm Jack the lad. I can do what I want. You know, and that's when you've got to have a good team of people around you, a good agent and stuff like that. But I just look at it and I think, like, hopefully he can come back and hopefully that he can get back into the team. I think he's a decent footballer. You know, I like the fact that he gets on the ball and he tries to drive forward. If you remember back to one of our first games last season, he was the one that won the penalty against Aston Villa when we had 10 men, Pepe's first goal. And Aubameyang gave Pepe the penalty. And that was by him getting the ball and driving into the penalty box, taking on 2 or 3 men. He also set up Callum Chambers for the equaliser in that game. There's been other games where he's won free kicks. I think it was Vitoria. And then Pepe scores the free kick off of the back of it. He set up Aubameyang's goal in the 2-2 at home to Tottenham. You know, a lot of people have forgotten the good stuff that this guy has done because it's been outweighed by the looks of it, by the fact that he grabbed Maupay up by the neck and was telling him he's shit, we're shit, and we're on 40 grand. I'm on 40 grand a week. Since then, I make Arteta right for dropping him. I think, like, he did deserve to be dropped. He needed to be brought down a peg. I wouldn't have completely banished him. Yeah, and listen, he didn't apologise. Maybe Arteta said, yo, apologise or there ain't no future here. He ain't apologised, so fair play to Arteta if that's what he has said. But at the same time, he's gone on loan. He's going to obviously try and get in that French Euros squad for next season. And he's going to get game time. He's not at the best team in Germany, but he will be one of their best players this season because they're not that great, are they? Let's be real here. And he will be head and shoulders one of their best players. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins their player of the season. He's obviously going to do pretty well out there. More time on the ball. It's not as physical. It's not as demanding. It's not as intense. So I expect him to have a really good season out there. Does that mean he can come back though? Well, that's down to Arteta. Do you guys want him back? We'll go through the comments in a minute. But I wouldn't mind seeing him back at Arsenal. And if it was a case of getting rid of Granit Xhaka at the end of the season and he slots into his spot, I'd take that. At least he can dribble. At least he can set things up. Granit Xhaka, what does he do? You know, I could sit here and talk of an hour and a half about the fucking shit that Granit Xhaka don't do. What does Granit Xhaka actually do? What does he bring to the team? Because he can't tackle, he can't defend, and etc., etc., etc. What does he offer going forward? I think that Guendouzi offers a little bit more going forward. He needs to bulk up a little bit because he's a bit of a lightweight. He's very light on the ball. I think sometimes that plays into his favour because he can win free kicks and stuff like that. But other times when you don't get that free kick, all of a sudden they're in on goal. And he needs to work in the gym, definitely, if he wants to bulk up a little bit and be a top draw footballer. But I think he can be good, man. I've said this all along. Yeah, I don't think he's great right now, but there's definitely a player in there. And I think that we shouldn't rule out him coming back next season and actually stepping up and being a midfielder for us next season. And he is still young. Maybe sign him up to a new deal when he gets back. If he has a good season, then we can flog him and maybe spend it somewhere else. If not, we keep him. We got a good player. I don't know. Let's see what you guys think. Do smash the likes up. But yes, big up to Jason. He says, I ain't forgotten. Always thought he was a great player, great potential. Same, man. I remember watching his first game against Man City at the Emirates under Emery. And we were all standing there like, whoa, who's this kid, man? This kid looks all right. And then we played Tottenham away, not Tottenham away, Chelsea away. Yeah, and again, we were all like, do you know what? He's looked all right today. And it was Ozil that got hooked off after about 60 minutes in that game. Guendouzi played the full 90 minutes. You know, then we played West Ham. Again, he impressed. And he had a really good season under Emery that season. And it was only last season that he just kind of lost his way a little bit, whether that was because of what was happening in the club, in the dressing room, I don't know, or whether it's just he got too big for his boots. I don't know, but he didn't have a great season last season, did he? And now he's obviously been shipped out on loan, but we shall see what happens with him if he comes back. We care, do you? Look at the, oh, you got a proper player in there as well, Anelka, bruv, Anelka, proper. Discipline was needed for him. Don't want another Xhaka incident. Yeah, could you imagine him walking off, giving it all that? Yeah, giving it all that one. Yeah. I don't know, man. Hope you're good, man. Hope you're well, buddy. And thanks for your donation, mate. Appreciate that. But yeah, discipline for him. I don't know. We can only go off of what we read in the media, and there was a lot of stories saying that he was asked to apologize and asked to say sorry for what he done, and apparently he said no. So if that is the reason why he's been banished, then cool, I understand that. Yeah, but at the same time, sometimes you got to look at it and go, boy, okay, come on, because Granit Xhaka obviously told everyone to fuck off and was giving it all out when he walked off the pitch. 6 days later, he decides to put out a half-assed apology, which weren't even an apology. It was basically saying, I get abused on social media. I'd had enough of it. Yeah, well, don't we all, mate? Like, come on, seriously. And, you know, he then went to German, I think he was in the German media for a Switzerland game. And he was basically saying if it happened again, he'd do it again. And I'm like, boy, last week you were putting out some half-assed apology. What's happened to Xhaka over it? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, yes, he lost the captain's armband. Whoopie-doo. I'm sure he ain't going to sleep. Like, come on. He's now getting it back again. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, man. Evening, Dr. Viraj. I'm good, buddy. Very well. Very well, mate. Nua says, for me, I'm 100% behind him. I think he really deserves a second chance. Well, this is the thing. You know, if other players in this squad like El Neni deserve a second chance, then why doesn't this kid? You know, I don't get it, man. Dante ain't having it, bruv. Look, Dante, how you doing, buddy? He's bang average, you know. He thinks he's the next Xavi. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Big up my boy as well, Connor. Connor, go to that bar. I can't remember the name of the bar, yeah? You know, we're slugging lettuces in the theatre district, and then you've got Lloyd's. It's next to Lloyd's, to the left-hand side of Lloyd's. I can't remember what it's called, yeah? But they sell some off-key beers in there, bruv. But they're wings in there, boy. Go and review them. Go and check out my boy's new channel. He reviews chicken wings, baby. So go and check out Winging It Club. Go and check their wings out, though, Connor. I can't remember the name of the bar, yeah? The wings in there are the best wings I've ever eaten in my life. Yeah, and they were cheap as well. The beer's disgusting. It's not all about having banana beer and shit, bruv. It's not about that one. Not feeling that. But let's carry on. Let's do some more. Let's do another 5 minutes on this wonderful Friday evening. I will be back again about 9:30. It'll be an upload. It won't be a live stream. And like I said, for anyone who has joined late, I can't commit to doing an hour-long members stream tonight, unfortunately. I do need to get this camera and shit sorted out because it's all just sat there boxed. I need to get it done, and I ain't a moment's peace. So tomorrow, if you are a level 2 or level 3 member, I will do well over an hour with you guys tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So make sure you come and join in tomorrow. And again, apologies, but I do need to get this stuff done. Otherwise, I've got all the gear and no idea. So yeah, I need to sit and take it out the box and actually read up on how to use this camera so we can actually go in 4K rather than in fucking potato stream. It would help if I had my lights on, but like I said, the floor's soaking wet and I just mopped. So housewifely today. Housewifely. I'd take Guendouzi back to the squad only if he keeps his head steady, doesn't cause any unnecessary drama within it. Tackles are finished in the Prem. It's 2020. It's a yellow or a red. What's happened to your boy Chowdhury? Where's your boy Chowdhury, bruv? Where is he? What's happened to him? I ain't seen him play for a while. This dickhead, I swear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. I hope you're well, man. Xhaka was resurrected and forgiven, but Doozy has proved too much for manager Arteta. Do you actually think, real talk, Kenya, do you actually think Mikel Arteta is a good manager? I don't. I actually don't. The way he's handled this, the way he's handled the Ozil thing, the way he handled Maitland-Niles, when Bellerin first came back, the way he handled Martinelli after Player of the Month, the way he's handled Saka, dropping him continuously after he signed the deal, the way he dropped Lacazette as soon as he scored 2 in 2 after going 9 without a goal. I don't think he's a very good man manager. I really don't. He's a great coach by the looks of it, on the pitch talking and screaming and getting pretty patterns going. But as a manager, I'm not seeing it, bruv. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. If Doozy has more than the 2 years and nobody wants to loan or buy him, then bring back into the fold. Evening, Diego. Hope you're well, man. I hope you're well. Yeah, come on. You're my boy, bruv. 16 years strong we've been boys. Come on. Love from Mumbai. Big up Mumbai. I see somebody today from Mumbai tweet. Yeah, can't remember the guy's name, but he said, I live in Mumbai. And to get the Premier League package on TV over there was £4 a year. I was like, okay, we're going to get charged 15 quid a game for one-off games. That's pretty mad. I would like to sell Guendouzi and use the money for a proper mid to complement Partey. Maybe we could use all 3 of them. I don't know. I don't know, mate. Jonathan says, tactically, he's better than most young managers, but I think Lampard is a better man manager. Well, yeah. See, this is the thing. You have to have both, yeah? Tactically, you've got to be class, yeah, in this league. But I feel like you have to manage players properly. Listen, players are babies these days, man. They're not like the tough hard nuts back in the day. They're all little pussies now, aren't they? Let's be real. It's like, like everything, like one little thing against them and that's it. They're crying. It's like, come on, mate. You know, I was like when Xhaka got booed off the pitch. Yeah, Lucas Torreira sitting there on the bench, actually streaming tears where he was crying. Like, good luck with Atleti, mate, with Simeone, bruv. That's all I can say, because they ain't fucking about out there, boy. Yeah, if you want to start doing all that crying one, mate, they'll chase you out of Madrid. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But there we go. Connor's YouTube channel link is in the description, in the chat. I've just put it in there. So if you go and subscribe to him, I'd appreciate it. The link's there for his latest video. So go and check him out. I'm going to do 3 more comments. Hammer the likes. There is 500 people watching live right now. How many likes do we have? Not even 100. You lot are losers today. What's the matter with you lot? Not even 100. Not even 1/5 of you have liked this content. Jesus Christ. Disgraceful behavior. But one more time as well. If you do want to be in with a chance to win a signed and framed Thierry Henry shirt, download Flick right now. Download it. It's free. There's loads of good stuff on there as well. Predictions for games and stuff like that. I haven't put any of the international ones on there. I probably should have, but I didn't. But yeah, for the Premier League games, you can do predictions and stuff like that. There's a weekly and monthly leaderboard. I am going to be looking into doing some prizes for the winners of that. Big up my wifey as well. She came second on the month last month. And I think she was about a point behind top. So fair play to her. She was about 10 points clear of me. But download the app and put 2 emotes into the chat. You can't miss it. Thierry Henry signed T-shirt giveaway. Click on it. Bottom right. 2 emotes. You're qualified. Job done. 2 more comments and I'm bouncing. 2 more comments. I was at the match when Xhaka was booed. Did you boo him? Did you boo him? Do you know what? Real talk, yeah? I've never booed a footballer live at a football match that plays for my team. Never. I've booed other players, yeah, from other teams, but I've never booed any Arsenal player. Never booed any of them. Big up to you. You're the realist. Big up to you, Kyle. Bluetooth, baby. Come on. Bluetooth. What do you think about people saying bring Wilshere back? Okay, mate, we don't need any more cheerleaders. We've already got enough in the fan base. Right, I'm going to do 2 more because I'm a nice guy. We're going to do that one because my boy, me and you doing hot wings in Spain. Oh, boy, I could take you loads of places out here that do hot wings here. They are lit. They are lit. Bro, the food in some of the places out here is mad, yeah? The steak is the best steak. There's a steakhouse here about 5 miles up the road, yeah? Right? I swear down, yeah? You know it's a proper steakhouse when they come out and show you the cut and pick which one you want, yeah? Bruv, trust me, yeah, that steak that I had in that steakhouse, right? If that was in a restaurant in London, that would have been over 100 quid for that steak. Yeah, like 800 grams, blah, 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 like steak and that, yeah? Like potatoes, the veg, the soup and that, the onion soup. Oh, bruv, it was banging, yeah? For me and my pal, came to 99 euros. Yeah, that would have been well over 200-300 quid in London, mate. So, yeah, you need to get yourself out here, bruv. Get some time off work and come out. Right, one more. Hammer the likes, subscribe if you're new, follow my Insta, Lee Gunner 82. Lee's hairline's looking mad, bruv. My hair looks grey because I didn't put my other lights on. Look, I actually look grey. My hairline's moving like Sadio Mane, bruv. Yeah, real talk. And my forehead is bigger than our future. And on that note, I'm going to get myself out of here. When I'm back at 9 o'clock, it'll be an upload, not a live stream. And I will have my lights on. Yeah, man. And tomorrow I'll be back again around lunchtime as well. So don't forget, stick notifications on. About 4,000 of you out of 12K that have got notifications on ain't done it on your iPhone or your Android. So make sure you go to YouTube on the settings on your phone and enable notifications. Otherwise, you'll never get them, even if you turn them on this platform. Next Brighton manager, you know. Listen, I'm bouncing. Have a nice evening. Laters, peeps.